Hello, welcome to our last webinar of 2024. Thank you for joining us again in such a great number from all the different countries in Europe and the world. I see outside Europe as well, a few customers we have here. Yeah, new product launches 2024. So in this webinar, we will talk about all the new products, all the new developments we have made and which we have launched during the year from beginning over the Stone Tech exhibition in Nuremberg in June or the Marmormark exhibition in September. Um, yeah, as in all of our webinars, we will be here on the screen for a few slides, pictures, and videos, and then we will move over to the table and do some product presentations. Yeah, Otello Pirodi, as always, is behind the camera, behind the desk, and he will answer all of your questions. So when you have questions, just type them in question and answer, and he will answer them directly, or some of them he will pop to me so I can answer them live on air. Good. Let's start with our new products. What was one new product? It was our monument filler. What is a monument filler? Okay, I think monuments are pretty clear. Gravestones, tombstones. Usually they are installed with some, yeah, smooth walled stainless steel profiles. You can see them here on the picture. So some stainless steel profiles, they usually are installed, especially in Germany or middle of Europe. There are a lot of regulations for the monument or graveyards, how to install them. Yeah, so what are the tasks for these rods and for the adhesive or glue you should use there? So the task is that the monument is stable, is fixed, does not move. So in some countries, for example, in Germany, Austria, Switzerland, they come every year with a device and press on the monument, on the gravestone, and check if it's wobbling or can fall over. Yeah, so it's a safety measurement. And this is one task the glue has to tackle. And the second is after some years, maybe a different person goes into this grave, they have to be um, deconstructible. Yeah, so you have to move you have the possibility to move the tombstone away again without any damage. So usually in the past, people were using some cement mortar mixture, yeah, glue, some cement, water, very liquid. They poured inside, put the steel rods inside. So there was no chemical adhesion to the stainless steel profile, but some adhesion to the stone. But yeah, it was so the effectiveness and the workability was not so ideal because after some years, when they come pushing on the stone after 2, 3 years, the cement glue become brittle and came off. So the stone starts to wobble. So not ideal. So what all the stonemasons have done, the stonemasons already used some polymer glues, yeah, even if they are not recommended for this type of application, but they used polymer adhesives such as MS adhesives, some liquid epoxies, a lot of different products. And the problem was then when you have a black stone, a black monument, this can take a lot of heat, yeah, in the summer. The sun shines, the stone gets warm, it becomes 60, 70 degree. So does the steel rod, the stainless steel, which is inside the monument. And this has a bigger expansion than the stone, of course. Steel expands more than the stone. So what happens is then if you filled it with some liquid epoxy, for example, you know, epoxies become very, very strong, very hard. They don't move at all. So when the steel wants to expand and then there's a epoxy without moving, so it transfers this expansion of the steel directly to the stone. And in some cases, or not in all stones, but in some stone materials, they got like cracks inside. So the German Natural Stone Association, they came to us and said, can we help the stonemasons? Yeah, something which is according to our regulations, but helps them not to have the problems, but something better than a cement adhesive, cement glue, a liquid one. So we formulated monument filler. This is, let's say, a polymer mortar. And you can see now what it does, how is the application. We have here our small tombstone. You have the drilled hole, you clean it, you check the position. Then you, of course, it's a two-component system. Check that both chambers are filled proper. You remove 10 centimeters to guarantee a proper filling, mixing, and then you fill the hole. And as you have seen, is our 250 milliliter cartridge, our standard cartridge. So most of our clients have already this gun for it. So it's easy to switch to that product. And you see it now, it looks like a mortar, but it's a polymer mortar, yeah, from this thing. And what is the advantage now of this monument filler? It is fast. Yeah, it does not take hours for cure like cement glue, for example, and it is deconstructible. Yeah, so that means it has a chemical bonding to the stone, but not a chemical bonding to the steel, but it forms a tight grip around the steel rod. So if they come once a year and do this push test, there's no wobbling around. Also not after 2, 3, 4, 5 years, no wobbling around. But if they have to deconstruct the tombstone, they can just move it a little bit, pull it up, and then it comes right off. So this is the advantage of the monument filler. And it is according to this German stonemasons regulations for the gravestones, and I think it's a good addition to our product range. Are there any questions to the product yet, Otello?
Yes, there are some questions. Hello, everyone. Viewer asked, we are doing some works on site. What's the minimum temperature for working with this product?
Minimum temperature, yeah, I would say about 10 degrees maybe, roughly. You have to have in mind if you see the working time here and the curing time, it's all measured on 20 degree. Yeah, when you go 10 degrees down, you double all of the time. Yeah, so just you have to adapt to that. When you are 10 degrees, yeah, you have a little bit more working time, but it's usually not necessary. But also the curing time doubles. So you're not waiting 50 minutes for setting, but maybe 100 minutes, so 1.5 hours roughly for curing. I think this is still manageable. But I would not go lower than 10 degrees. Yeah, so but this, or at least if you go, let's say, to 5 degrees, take a flame, heat the stone a little bit, that it's not too cold, that it has a little bit, at least some, yeah, 20, 25 degree the stone, and then fill it in and then use it. More questions?
Yes, another question is,
Aye.
how do we remove excess material?
Excess material, like when it comes off, yeah, like in the video, you can just take it off with a spatula. Um, Wait, I need a different tool here. So yeah, like here with the spatula, yeah, it's pretty easy to remove it, and then you can use some cleaner eye, for example, or some acetone to remove the excess very easily. Yeah, you have the time, 20 minutes working time, so I think this is not a headache. Thumbs up?
Stop.
Thumbs up. Okay, perfect. Then we go to our next topic. We stay with the tombstones, with the monuments. We have our lettering color system. You know that already. We have our lettering primer spray. So this is a, yeah, it's yeah, like a Grundierung in Germany, we say. It's a primer, which, yeah, maximize the adhesion and the opacity of the lettering colors. So you need less color, yeah, because the color comes yeah, better to view. You apply it, a yellow, a black, a blue, a red, and it shines proper because you have this primer underneath. Plus the primer um, has a better adhesion for the color to the stone. And also additionally, sometimes you have this very fine engraved letterings on the tombstones, and the sides of this engraved letters are so smooth that when you paint it with normal lettering colors, it always will run down and will stay in the bottom. Yeah, so you have a lot of color in the bottom, but not on the sides. And also there, use the primer before, and then you have a better adhesion also of the colors from the sides. Advantage of the primer, it's 5 to 10 minutes, then it's dry, so you can proceed with the colors. So that's not new. And this is all what we have over the last years. We have our 21 different colors in spray or in can. And we have our color fan lettering colors. So you can check always the color on the stone. How does it match? How does it look if you not have the color right now in your stock? So that was what we used to have. And now we have an additional product, the lettering gloss spray. So what does that do? Of course, it says the name gloss. It increases the gloss of the colors. So it brings the color out even more. It brings the shine of the colors out even more. But it also increases the weather resistancy. So also prolongs the life of the color. So this looks similar, like maybe from the automotive business, yeah. But you don't have a stone there, but you have the metal. Then you put a primer there, yeah. Then you put your color, and then there comes the clear coat, which covers the color and keeps the color fresh over years. And that's the same system here: primer, color, clear coat on top of it. So this is the system which we recommend for the monuments, for the lettering of the monuments. Yeah, and here is the lettering gloss again. So how high quality transparent special lacquer has a dust-free, dust dry approximately after 10 minutes, so it's quite fast. And when you use again sandblasting foil, it's a very good system. You have three sprays: primer spray, you wait 5 minutes; color spray, you wait a few minutes, a little bit more for the colors to dry up, but then finishing with the lettering gloss spray, and you have a good result and a long-lasting result. Okay, I think we have a small piece here which we can show.
There's a
Yeah,
question of a viewer. Does a brush version exist?
again,
Does a brush version exist? I
of the
get
lettering gloss.
yes.
No, but you can use also the gloss when you want to brush it. Maybe, for example, you did not use a sandblasting foil. So of course, I understand you don't want to spray over the whole monument. Then you just spray it into the cap, or you take an extra cup or something, spray a little bit inside, yeah, and then use the brush and apply it. That works well. That actually works well also with the colors and with the primers. If you don't use sandblasting foil and when you want to do some retouch work, for example, then this would be a technique when you have the sprays there, but the sandblasting foil is gone. Maybe it's on side, or it's just 1, 2 letters which you want to redo. Then just spray it into the cap or in the extra cup and then use it with the brush. Good, thumbs up. Any more questions? No questions? Okay, then we come to that. Um, yeah, so this would be now a laying gravestone. We say it on the bottom. We have here our four different stages. Here you have the sandblasted letters. Then we apply the primer. Yeah, it's a whitish color. Then we apply the spray, for example, red, yellow, silver in this case. And then on the last step, we apply here the gloss. I'm not sure if you can see it in the camera. I can see it pretty good that the gloss here is much higher than here. Um, but also uh, the benefit is more, I think, the lifetime extension, which you can create with the gloss. No more questions, Otello?
Questions, Johannes.
Okay, good. So
Johannes,
then,
there's one more question.
yeah.
What about lying gravestones? Does it improve the durability?
Lying. I got it. What it's asked, what the our guest is asking. Um, yes. So on the lying tombstone, we have two problems. One is from the top, yes, because it's a lying tombstone. So usually when it rains, when the sun comes, it's more exposed. Yeah, the rain stays longer on the lettering, for example, till it's dry up. When you have a standing monument, all the rain runs down, so there's less exposure. So on a lying one, of course, when you have the gloss spray, this will extend it. Yeah, when the rain comes from the top, there's some water staying there. This will definitely extend it. Also in combination, primer, color, gloss on the end, yes. But the bigger problem for lying tombstones is mostly rising humidity. Yeah, because you can think again when we come to a automotive, to a car, you have from the backside you have some water, yeah, going to the working with the metal. The metal starts to rust. The rust dwells, and the color of the car gets removed. Um, Similar, it can happen when the monument is lying on the ground and there's a lot of humidity coming from the soil, yeah, penetrating through the stone, and then this humidity is sitting behind the color, yeah, and then maybe some frost changes comes or some salts stay there, and then the color gets after some time removed. So here we recommend for all the laying monuments, use our anti-stain coating 2050 on the backside, yeah, to block the water. Then there you will extend the life of the colors very, very much. So this is the most common problem there. Lying stones, humidity from the back. Yeah. Question answered, Otello? Sum
Yes,
up.
thumbs up.
So we stay a little bit with monuments, but with a different product, our AK Shine. So what is that? This is a ready-to-use care product. So it creates some nice shine and some enhances the color. And it's a very easy application product. It's for indoor use. So why did I mention monuments? I mean monuments in some showrooms, for example. Yeah, do you get some dust there? So you apply the AK Shine on a microfiber mop, you wipe it and clean the monuments, and it becomes more shiny, gets a color in yeah, a color intensification, and it feels nice. Also for big slabs showrooms, it's an ideal product to clean the slabs. Or window shields when they get installed. We have some customers, they told us they use it for window shields when they install it, that they look fresh and nice. Of course, this is not a permanent product like for example a color intensifier or for example a solid wax which you really buff with a machine on it. This is a very easy ready to use product. Microfiber mop, you have to spill a few drops, you apply it, you wait 30 seconds, then you just take the microfiber cloth again and buff it a little bit, and then you get some nice shine and some color enhancement. Yeah, like you said here on this tombstone, just to make it a little bit fresh looking for showrooms. Yeah, slabs showrooms, window seals installations, or handover for of some materials. This would be the product use there. Questions, Otello?
Yes, one
Yes.
one viewer
Okay.
is asking, can I use it also as stain protection?
Yeah, no, it's not a stain protection. It of course um, it will repel a little bit water. Yes. So this does it do. So when you apply it, when you spill water on it, you can see it will form the bubbles, the small air pearls, the water pearls, and you can remove them more easily. But it's not a stain protector like for food stains or butter or something like that. That's not, no. It's for showrooms to give them a nice shine, a nice touch. It's not stays there not forever. Yeah, so you have to redo it from now and then. So yeah, that's the application of this product. We have some certain markets, they love it. They use it in large scales, even with some mops they apply it, especially on showrooms, to keep everything in a nice shine and color. Otello?
Another question of a
Ah,
customer, what's the shelf life of this product?
shelf life, I think we usually on our maintenance products and care products, we have like 2 years. Okay, thumbs up. Good. We stay with the window seals, and as you can see here, this is a very lightweight window seals, a small portion of it as at least. I hold it with 2 fingers. What's happening there? I think some of you know. There is some foam inside. So we have a lightweight construction. We have a 6 millimeter natural stone frame, let's say, and we filled it with a foam. So how did we do that? We used our AKEPUR 1100 high volume. High volume and 11, why? Because it has an expansion by a factor of 11. So you mix 1 liter of liquid and you get 11 liters of foam. Um, yeah, that's the product. I think some of you know it already. It's a one-to-one system. You can see it. We have it in these big drums, 5 kilo, 5 kilo. So one-to-one by weight. You can use it. It has a working time about 2 minutes, and then it starts to foam. And then after 25 minutes, it's fully cured, and then you can proceed with working. I think we will show that right now after this slide, I think, Otello, right? Yes, okay, thumbs up again. Mixing time 30 seconds, so that's important that you mix A and B well. Then you have, volume expansion starts up after 2 minutes and ends after 7 minutes. So it's not exploding, like some of these cheap PU foams you find in the Home Depot, the spray bottles, bomb. Yeah, no, it's not doing that. So it's slowly growing and filling all the gaps and pores and open spaces you have maybe in your construction. And it really attaches to the ceramic or natural stone on the backside. It's really glued to the stone then. And I think I will show it and then maybe some questions will pop up. So this we remove. So we have here a, a small tool, device, not object. Object is the right word. It could be a column, I don't know, a ceramic column, whatever. Let's imagine it's a it's a sink or it's a bathtub also in a small format. For demonstrating here, we put some what is it, acrylic glass on top that you can see the effect, and I will place it here, and then we will fill it up and see the foam to grow. Yeah, it comes in this 5 liter canisters, but for my demonstration, I will use a refilled one in the small cups. I don't want to spoil so much here from the 5 liters. So how do I start doing it? So I glue my frame, what I want to do. When I have bigger ones, like let's say I have a shower trail, because this is one application or a countertop, and I have a bigger one and longer one, I would do every 30 centimeters, I would do a reinforcement in the middle. Yeah. Let's say a small piece of glass fiber or stone I glue to the top and to the bottom to have some reinforcement there. Yeah. Every 30 centimeters, approximately in all directions. I would do that just to reinforce it. Okay, then I will measure the volume. So it's like, how you say, Länge, Breite, Höhe, length, width, width, and high. Yeah. And then we have here about 8 point, no, 1.8 liter, 1.8 liter by divided by 11. Let's say divided by 10, it's easier to calculate. We have a little bit excess. It would be 180 milliliter, so 90 and 90 grams to fill it up. So that's what we do now. I put here my 90. Are questions, Otello, meanwhile, when I'm pouring?
Yes, there's a practical question. Actually, we will answer it later, but maybe it's already interesting. It's about how do we work it off mechanically afterwards?
Okay, yes, we will show that. Yeah, a hint, it's already in the picture. No, it's when the foam is hard, you can cut it. You can take a saw blade, something like that, to work with it or grind it with some grinding papers.
Can I
So
work with the foam in more steps?
yes, you should work when you do bigger pieces. Um, you should work in more steps. This is what I explained also with the reinforcement. So when you have a big column, let's say here 1, 2 meters, for example, I would go like every 30, 40 centimeters, I would do one filling. Yeah. So that you don't have too much liquid there, which has too much pressure to rise up. So it grows, but as you see, it will be quite fast. You will not lose any much time, because after 6, 7 minutes, it becomes to form already, become a little bit solid. So you can pour already the next level on it. So we mix it. It's a black liquid, as you see. And when I start mixing it, it becomes gray, or you will see at least some gray lines. Maybe I can, you see it on the camera. Yeah. Is it visible, Otello? Yeah, a little bit
Getting
maybe.
great, gray.
It's
Yes.
getting gray. Okay, so that's an indicator, yeah? It must be homogeneously gray, and that's the reason you have to mix it for a while. Maybe now I can show it again, Otello. Uh, Here you can see it on the bottom. It's a little bit gray already. So it must be homogeneously gray. So mix it at least 30 seconds. And then you have a homogeneous color and a good mixture. And then we fill it up into the column. So, still mix a little bit. So now it's time still for questions. As I'm mixing here, if there's none, I will do some
Is this
time
product
saving.
resistant against acetone?
Yes, yes, it is. It is resistant against most of the solvents. Okay, good. Now I'll pour it inside, and then we will see what happens. So we says after 2 minutes, the foam starts to grow. So I will not wait here 2 minutes. So we go over to the slides and I show you some objects which are made with it, and then we come back in a few minutes to see. So here is the window seal which I showed you earlier. Um, that's the same thing which will happen now with our column. Yeah, you fill it and it starts to grow. You have these bubbles forming, and these bubbles, they are closed. Yeah, so they don't take any humidity, water or something. It's a closed foam. Then, of course, when you cut it, um, it will be differently, but in principle, it's a closed foam. Okay, so let's move over to the next picture. So this is one client. He does shower trays with it. So custom-made shower trays. He does, let's see it on that side better. Yeah, he does the ankles, the inclines. He glues the different ceramic tiles, I think some AKEPURs or something. And then he has this device where he has the incline guaranteed. Yeah, and then on the back side, he fills it, and then we have a device like that. But Otello told me we should move over to the table, and we see, yes, it's coming. Yeah, it's rising here, and I think you can see it here on the screen better. Yeah, you can see it grow. I think so. Yeah, my finger is already there. Now it's here. I think, yeah. Now it's growing quite fast here on the top. So it's slowly growing. It's not explosion. It's not too fast. So it's good for the materials. Not too much force on everything. But still, if you have, let's say, areas, I would always try, let's say, 30 centimeters, 30 or 40, 40, 40, something like that. I will show you on the slides as well. So now go up again. Yeah, foam is coming up. It's rising. And now it's still, you can see it's still wobbling. It's still liquid. Um, when it becomes solid, we will come over and work a little bit on it. So yeah, this was the shower tray. You can see from the back side of the foam is completely filled. Now here he has one easy solid device, shower tray with the ceramic, with the inclines, but easy to install. Now he does not have to look for all the levelings, ceramics. When you don't apply the tile adhesive in a proper way and there's some hollowness in some area or some tile adhesive and you step on it, it might crack, especially when you have this big size ceramics. Yeah, you have long cracks, impossible to fix. You have to remove it. So This is very easy to install now. You just take some tile adhesive, you have a flat surface, you can install it. Yeah. Also here you can see this is smaller shower trays. Um, and let's see here. I will take this again and try to make it stop. Here in this case is from one of our clients a video. He does it a little bit faster. He has more to fill, so he uses the 5 liters and the driller to fill the product. And now I think I hope to stop in the right moment. Yeah, here you can see here's also a spacer installed. Yeah, for reinforcement. Yeah, this you can do every 30 centimeters, for example. Um, and then you can see here the foam coming up. Yeah, and this you have to fill for 2 or 3 times a tile, a piece like this. Or here on the back side, he put some plastic foil on it, some MDF wood, and then he has the countertop. Yeah, and he only has to remove a little bit excess of the materials. Yeah, another production here of some countertops, of some how you call it, sinks. Or here he has covered it with some big plastic plates with some open holes. So you flatten the surface when you pour it in. This was a special object. I will show it what it is on the next picture. Um, and the excess material comes off here. So you have only small parts which you easily can cut off. Um, and then if you have done it in a nice way, you have here a lightweight bathtub. Yeah, and this you can carry with 2 persons in the second floor very easily. Does not weigh anything, but it's fully filled, very strong, yeah, a very nice application, completely filled with this foam and 6 millimeter ceramics. Good. Are there questions to that?
Not yet, Johannes, not yet.
Not yet. And then we look over the table. I see the foam is happy to see me. Comes off here. So now it's finished. We did a little bit more. We said we calculated for 1 by 10. Um, and it's actually 1 by 11. So this is a little bit excess which we created. And I think this is still a little bit soft. Yeah, it's still a little bit sticky. So we wait until you can see here. Yeah, until it becomes solid. And then we will remove the excess. Good. So no more questions. Then we move to our
No more
next
questions.
topic. Bathtub we have done. Very easy to transport. Now we come to our AKENOVAs, which we launched not this year, but I think end of 2023, we launched our AKENOVA series. Um, so I think everybody know it. It's elastic bonding. Yeah. So this is an adhesive which stays elastic. It glues all the different materials together. If it is marble, stone, wood, aluminium, steel, doesn't matter, glass. Yeah, you can bond everything with everything. And the bonding is quite strong, but it stays some kind of elastic. We have 2 different versions, the Elastic 100 and the Rocket 200. Elastic 100 is a little bit more elastic, so a little bit more expansion. This you need when you have, let's say, a long ceramic, and you glue a long steel reinforcement, aluminum reinforcement on it. Of course, in temperature changes, the steel will expand more than the ceramic. Here you need some elasticity, but still some strong adhesion. For that reason, the AKENOVA is there. We have plenty of different application fields. Now we look on a few of them. So the elastic, the parameters of it, of course, I said good adhesion on all the different materials. Yeah, and it has a high initial adhesion. So this we call high tech. So this is not it's a physical adhesion. So you can glue basically or adhese 400 kg on a square meter instantly. So you take a 2 centimeter slab, apply the lines of AKENOVA, and then place it on the wall, and it will not move. Yeah, so it's not cured yet. It cures overnight, but it at least has this high tech that it does not move. You can a little bit adjust it, but it has this instant adhesion, initial adhesion for installation. It's yeah, it's very interesting. You don't need a lot of clamps, tapes, etc. It has already the tag the curing comes overnight, and then you have a quite strong bonding power of 40 kg a square centimeters. You can imagine a thing like that, 40 kg. Yeah, so it basically is suitable for most of the gluing applications. And then there's one word here still sitting, no bleeding. That means it is 100% suitable for natural stone, for marble, for granites. Because there are some MS adhesives on the market, some polyhybrid adhesives on the market. Um, they say suitable for stone, yeah, but sometimes they mean bricks, which is not stone, and sometimes there's stone, but there is like a star on it, and you have to check it on the bottom in the small letterings and the small writings, and then it stays, please use was heißt Sperrprimer? Yeah, you have to use a special primer first and then use the adhesion, the adhesive there. So yeah, you need actually two products to do a bonding, which will block the bleeding into the stone. This will all not happen with the AKENOVA. It's fully 100% natural stone, suitable. Sometimes you see that on the splash boards. When you have a natural stone splash board in the on the wall from a countertop, kitchen countertop, yeah, where there's the sink, there's a lot of water splashing. So you have usually this big natural stone splash boards on the back. And sometimes you see these pictures where there are this round black bleeding spots there because they used MS adhesive, which is not suitable for natural stone. So they glued on the backside and placed it on the wall. And after some time, yeah, this bleeding, softeners, what everything is inside, which causes the bleeding, comes through the stone and makes this discoloration on top of it. So this will all not happen with the AKENOVA elastic. Yeah, we have it in 4 different colors, black, white, beige, and gray. And yeah, typical applications, stone steel combinations. You can use it for installing it for mirrors. And you can see here as well, it's also suitable for sealing joints. Yeah, so you can smoothen it with a um, smoothening agent, like similar to silicone. So if the color is fitting already, you bond it and you seal it in one application. Of course, you can also use it for reinforcement of miter bondings or even miter bondings itself if it's natural stone. All the AKENOVA series cures with air humidity, so you need air humidity around. That's the reason we applied in stripes. So the air humidity can come from all sides and yeah, cure there. So elastic is elastic, but it's still very strong. And how strong it is, we will show also here in this video. You can see how we apply it. We want to glue now these two stone blocks together. You apply it here in 2, 3 lines. So every 5 to 10 centimeters, we make one line. Um, you can also apply thinner lines when you want to press the two pieces more compact. When you, let's say, want only 1 millimeter of joint, then make a little bit more lines, but a thinner one. And here we glue this small steel, yeah, what is it? A ring on it, a hook. And here, of course, we need 24 hours for curing. Here, the instant tag is not enough, but after 24 hours, this is still very strong, 55 kg, no problem at all. We can lift it up here. I think some of you visited our exhibitions, our booths on the exhibitions in Marmormark or Verona and in Nuremberg on the stone tag. We have this block there, and everybody could check on the grip there and the lifting. Good. Are there questions to the elastic yet?
No questions yet.
No. Then we move over to the Rocket, the second product in our AKENOVA range, the Rocket 200. What is the difference? Um, it's the same polyhybrid one component adhesive. It is also strong with all the different materials. High initial adhesion, even higher, yeah, 450 kg, and even higher bonding strength in the end. On 1 centimeter, 65 kg. Yeah, so even stronger there. I have not seen any polyhybrid adhesive on the market which is stronger than that. It has a fast assembly strength. After 20 minutes, yeah, the pieces are movable. And of course, it's fully natural stone suitable, and it has one extra. It is permanently water resistant. So this is ideal for installations where there's a lot of water showers, bathtubs, spas, swimming pools. It works even underwater. Yeah. And how can we demonstrate it? Here are the colors which it is available: black, white, and gray. Maybe in the yeah, during next year there will be a few more colors in the program, but right now we have the three. Um, yeah, how can we demonstrate the underwater application plus the high tech better than with an underwater installation, as you can see here on the small picture. Um, this is ideal when you have, let's say, a swimming pool, a tile broke out, you don't have to remove all the water. You just take a new tile, apply the stripes of the AKENOVA, you go underwater, press it, and it directly sticks and cures. And this was the video from our last live webinar. I think it was in June or July. And here we applied it on this cement block, 3 lines, and then we placed it into this water basin directly. There's a second block which is directly under the water. We pressed it, and then you can see even direct application underwater. The high tech is there, very, very strong. And you even placed a third stone on it, a third brick on it. And this is only the initial tech. Yeah, this is only the high tech directly after bonding. Yeah, it's not cured yet. You can still move it by force. Yes, um, cured it is after 24 hours, but it shows that it has a very strong high tech force, which is perfect for all installation works. And as it works with all the different materials, it's a very, very, very versatile product. Good. Okay. Here we freezed the picture in the right moment. You see here, Mr.
Beautiful.
Albert. Beautiful. Yeah. Okay. Let's move. So a second big application of the rocket is the installation of stainless steel sinks. So actually, I think by our clients, it's I think the most used application right now. Stainless steel things. And I will show this also in a small video. You have this typical stainless steel sink. You clean it, the surface, of course, it must be grease free. Yeah. And then we apply the rocket. You can see on the left top here, there's the timer running. Um, and now we place it directly on the sink. We press it there, we pull it. Now it sticks. And we look at the timer, 30 seconds gone. Actually, the bonding just now started, and we can directly put some force on it. Yeah, not even 1 minute, and we can put some force on it. Here we demonstrated we pull some 2 by 10 kg metal blocks in it. So 20 kg here after 1 minute. Yeah, so this shows the high tech. Of course, by force, I can still remove this piece. I have to wait 24 hours for fully cure, but for installation work, it is perfect. I can start to install my, what is it, drainage, everything. You don't need any clamps, any tapes anymore, or have to go the next day when you install it at some client's place. You go the next day and remove something. You can do it all on one day, one job. So the sink installation, of course, the underwater work. Here, when you have maybe some natural stone on some steel bars for stairs, perfect installation there. Also here, what's the name here, Otello? I'm not sure. This Germany, it's Sockelleisten. Passen? What? Yeah, maybe panels, floor panels or floor stone pieces on the floor to yeah to enter the room. Yeah, mirror installations, stone to stone bonding. So I think it has a very wide application field. Yeah, so far so good. Questions, Otello?
There's one question.
Okay.
Um, how can I remove the Akinova once it's cured? Mechanically or temperature, solvents?
Um, no, it's quite strong against all the chemicals, so you cannot remove it in that application. You have to cut it. Yeah, with a knife or with a small diamond wire. You go behind, let's say, the mirror and cut it open. No more questions?
More questions.
Good. I think. Well, how about our foam, Tello?
We can go and do something with the foam, yes.
Yes, let's move to the foam. Let's check if it's already hard. Yes. I think you don't hear it when I go there with my mic, but it's clack, 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 clack. So it's strong. So I have here my blade, and I can just cut it open. And I have here here my installation. Yeah, it's now strong. I have one piece, one column. I don't know what I want to use it for. Let's imagine it's a sink or a shower tray. So it's quite easy to use it. Of course, when you have the bigger applications, then do let's say the reinforcements every 30, 40 centimeters, pour it in 2, 3 steps. Um, and I think it's a good installation tool for all the lightweight constructions. Some question pop up here.
What about the water absorption?
Yes, as I said earlier, water absorption, if the foam is like this, it's closed. Yeah. So no water absorption there. Here I cut it. Of course, a few pores are open. Yeah, they can absorb now some water. So if I have some applications where I'm afraid that water goes inside, actually you will not get dissolved by water, but I just don't want to have it. Um, I can just apply, let's say, a lacquer or some liquid epoxy, 1005 Archipox, for example, apply it there, let it cure, and then it's all sealed and good to go. Good, thumbs up. We stay here, Otello,
Yes, we
right?
can stay here and continue
Yeah.
with this
With the
magical
spectrum
case.
paste, the magical case, I think most of you know it already. Our spectrum paste bonding we used to have, and now bonding and repair set. So new and enlarged. Um, so for those of you who don't know the set, I will just shortly explain it. The old set, which was only the spectrum-based bonding set, um, we have the 52 different colors, and we have our platinum glue inside. Yeah. So it's an epoxy acrylate glue. We have our color chart with all the 52 different colors. And you usually go there and you want to do some miter bonding, for example, or some filling of some stone. You go with your chart, you place it on the stone and check which color is the best match. You have a color code here. Um, Show it here. Yeah, this is the color code. You take the right color and you drop it into the glue, mix it, and you have the perfect match. Yeah, you have a strong adhesion and the right color. So this was the set. But then a lot of um, yeah customers they used it for repair work because you have so many colors. You can do when you have a job where there's a lot of, I don't know, different natural stones were used or ceramics were used, and you have here breakage, here a hole, and there are some open spaces which you need to fill. They go with the fan, check all the colors, they take it, mix it, and then fill the holes um, and fill the chipped edges. So they ask us if we can add a little bit more stuff what all they need for a repair. So what they need for a repair is they need, of course, the color, the glue, the fan. Then they need a tool to remove the excess of the glue. This is like this blade, what planner. Yeah, I think you know it from the AKELUX system. So we can remove the excess of the cured glue. We have some wooden spatulas there for mixing. We have some cleaner there. And what is also important, we have a release agent. This is important for ceramic repair. And then we have some plastic foils in it, which you can use to place on the stone to do the mixing on the stone directly and check if the color is matching. So now you have everything which you need for also repair a stone or ceramic, not only for gluing it, but also for repairing it. And I think how that works, we will show you on the next slides. If there are not questions, then okay, this is the slide, this is the set. Um, we just talked about. Now we come to the presentations we just did. Now I show you a repair work of this yeah, broken edge. And when you remember, we have in the beginning of this year, I think in March, we had a webinar especially about this subject. And this video is from this webinar. And you can see here this open broken edge. You check with the color chart which color or colors are the most suitable, especially on natural stone or very inhomogeneous materials. It's always good to use different colors to get an ideal filling. You see the plastic foil placed on the stone, so we can place our glues there, start mixing them, and to check if the colors are matching. Yeah, now we still have all the work we need, yeah, to match the perfect color. With the foil we see directly. Of course, you clean then the broken edge, and now we put the hardener inside. Yeah, about 1-2%. And now the glue is activated. We have about 5 to 7 minutes, but now it's easy. We have 5 to 7 minutes to just fill the hole because the colors are perfect. So always start with the base color, which you choose is the best base color, and then you set some highlights with the different colors, with the structure colors, you can call them, to create the structure of the stone. Yeah. And on natural stone, like this limestone, you can just add a lot and let it cure a little bit over the edges. And then later on, you can use the scraper or the planer, what I showed you, the blue one, or you can use here some angle grinder, some sanding paper, and remove the excess. So this would be the process for natural stone. Yeah, quite easy, I think. Quite handy. Of course, you have to do it 1 or 2 times in your workshop before you go to the clients, but then I think it's very easy to do it. Um, on a ceramic, it's a little bit different. Yeah, we have a ceramic here, typical installed ceramic with a rough surface. Yeah, not a polished one, a rough surface, also not a glazed one. Yeah, you have here typical ceramic installations on the floor, something dropped, especially on the edge. And you have a breakout and how to repair that. Yeah. I think up, I will take the pen away to show you again because I have to stop it sometimes. So now what we do here, you saw this was the release agent. Here we have to work a little bit differently because the ceramic has a rough surface. Yeah, you cannot use an angle grinder and a sanding paper and remove the excess of the glue because we will also remove the decor layer of the ceramic and will ruin the whole tile. So what we do now, we have to copy the structure of the ceramic, and we do that in we're doing an imprint, yeah, a copy of it. And to do that, we need a release agent to remove the glue later on. So we put a little bit release agent there, let it cure. Now we take the liquid platinum, which is also in the set. We add a little bit hardener. We mix it well. And now we pour it on this area where the release agent was. So we let it cure 15-20 minutes. We check our colors. Yeah, you have here 3-4 different gray tones. Again, this technique is the same. Choose one color as the base and choose 1-2 different colors for the highlights for the structure. Yeah, you see here this black or darker spots. I think I want to do that with this color. And you see here the lighter spots. I want to do that with that. This here is the base color in our case. So again, we clean the imprint and also the chipped edge. You can see here, or maybe can you see it? Yeah, I stopped it here. You can see here the structure of the ceramic. We have a copy now of it, or a negative, yeah, which we can use later to create the structure of the stone. Again, we place some release agent on this imprint because we have to remove it afterwards again. So we let it dry. And now our foil comes into the picture. Now we take the Chile platinum. Again, we add the spectrum pastes and we mix it well. And you can see the 3 different colors. And then we have the hardener here. It was a little bit much hardener. I think I removed it. So 1-2% hardener. And now again, base color, fill it. And then we set some highlights, some structure with the other 2 colors. But here it is important that you don't overfill too much glue. Yeah, because with this imprint, we want to place it later on this area, and we want to just level it. Yeah, so maybe a half millimeter over the surface of the ceramic, we fill the adhesives, the three colors, and then we press this imprint on it. Now I still try to do these points, these dots, remove a little bit the excess from the sides, and now I press this imprint there. And let's say here, so. And when I would have used too much glue, yeah, it would come out here too wide. So here, this is the only thing you have to yeah, be a little bit, yeah, let's say specific about it. You have to take care a little bit more time there that you don't overfill it. Yeah, just fill it nearly the same high as the ceramic. A little bit on top is okay because then the excess gets squeezed out from to the side, but not like 2, 3, 4, 5 millimeters like we did on the natural stone because that doesn't matter. We grind it, no harm done. Here we cannot grind. Um, Here we used it in that way. So now after 20 minutes, this imprint is done. We can remove it because we put this release agent there. And you can see here um, yeah, nearly perfect repair. And the camera here is maybe 30 centimeters on top of it. And you can see we cut the excess. Even you see the grout material was damaged. So this probably we have to refill as well. A little bit cement grout, but the ceramic is filled. And you can see the big difference here from the broken edge before and after. Are there any questions, Otello?
Yes, an interesting question. I have the old case. Can I buy the other thing separately, or do I need to buy a new case?
No, of course you can buy the other stuff separately. I hope the other case is not too old because all the glue and, and the colors inside, they have a shelf life. Yeah, the colors, I think 3 years. So if your set is 5 years, better think about a new one. But if it's yeah, in this time, in this 3 year time, you can add all the other stuff as well. Yes, of course. Or everything is purchasable separately. Another question? Thumbs up. Then we come to the second repair set, which we already had and also, yeah, pimped up a little bit, pumped up our AKELUX Repair System Pro. Also here, we extended the set for especially for ceramics repair. The advantage of this set, I think everybody knows it. It is very, very fast. It is even faster than the spectrum paste set, which I showed you now. Just now, this has this UV blue light lamp, and it cures the small glues in 1 minute, 30 seconds to 1 minute. And here we added also some special colors for ceramic repairs, more pigments inside, because in this system you usually have to mix color plus transparent color. Yeah, 50-50. Yeah, so 50% one and 50% one because it gets cured by UV light, and the UV light has to penetrate through the glue, and it can only do that when there's a little bit transparent glue inside. But as a ceramic usually has, sometimes the base of the ceramic has a much different color than this decor skin. Um, you need more, let's say, uh, yeah, more pigment in the colors to get a proper repair. For this proper repair, you need a strong, proper more pigment colors. You need a stronger lamp, and that's the reason we have added this stronger lamp. Also, we have added this release agents to make the imprints similar technique like with the spectrum paste cat set. Yeah, this is what we added: some lamp, some extra shield, not some lamps, some glasses, protective glasses. This is you have to use when you cannot use the shield because maybe you have some very narrow areas where you have to do some repair work. Then you use the shield, not the shield. Then you use the glasses. So, but there was one thing the customers told us, and this I want to demonstrate regarding um, this new lamp. So you see this new lamp, it's a very strong, heavy product. Opa, good. So when I started, it has a display now, and you see this cross. Yeah, the cross is a distance sensor, and when you go close to the stone, you get this frame around, and now you can start using the lamp by pressing this button, and then the lamp starts and cures the glue. So this is a safety measure device because the lamp is now very strong. So they don't want that you run around with this lamp and hold in someone's eyes or shine into some eyes. So they have this distance measurement. So it works here very well. You can see that. In some cases, you will need that the shield. And then, as it is an infrared sensor on some black stones, this infrared rays gets absorbed by this black polished stone. So you don't get this frame that it says ready to go. Yeah, if I remove it, yes, it does it. Here, it thinks I'm too far away. Yeah, even if I'm not. So it only works sometimes on black stones, black's highly polished stone. That's the case. Um, just to work around, it's very easy workaround. You take these two buttons, yeah, press them both 3 seconds, and now this cross disappears, and now you can use the lamp always, yeah, from all distances. I press now here, now it says, of course, I have to use glasses because I'm away, and now there's the lamp starting, yeah, and now it shines through and cures it. So this is only small workaround. As a hint, if you have a customer or you're using it by yourself and you say, it says I'm too far away, but I'm not, then it's because of this high black polished stones which absorb the infrared from this safety device. Are there any questions to that?
No more questions, Johannes.
No more questions. That's great. Then I think we are finished for today. Yeah, I took 1 hour of you. I hope one interesting hour. That was our products from 2024. We will, of course, have again webinars in 2025. They will be published soon. So if you're not already registered to our newsletter, register to our newsletter. And the next newsletter, I think, or in the I think in the next one, we will tell all the dates and topics of our upcoming webinars. Again, you missed the webinar, write us at webinar@akemi.de. We'll send you a link. And if you want to check out our old webinars, go on our YouTube channel. There's a library with all the webinars, all the different topics, spot repair, elastic bonding, exterior bonding, how to avoid impregnation mistakes, for example, proper cleaning. So we have a lot of different products. It's like a stone university, so you can educate yourself all the time, every day and night. Use it. Use our webinars there, our old webinars to to educate yourself. And if that's not enough, come to us, come to the exhibitions next year, Verona and Chasai. We will be again in September, but not only there. We will be in Izmir. We will be in Big Five next week in Dubai. We will be in Xiamen exhibition. So we will all around the world where the big stone exhibitions are. In the Stoner in February, in India we are. Join us, come to us, or ask for some trainings, for some visits. We are always happy to help you. So thank you for joining. Have a nice rest 2024, nice Christmas time, and Happy New Year. And see you hopefully 2025 on our next webinars. Thank you very much.